Hey guys, my name is xRellic, and you guys are watching a 18-3 search and destroy video on the map Hijacked using the Type-25, and I never use this gun. There are so many assault rifles that I kind of like to use. I always have an M8A1 class, but I like to mess around with the Type-25 and the FAL and the SMR and the AN-94 and the SCAR, and I just like messing around with everything. So I never really get too comfortable with any assault rifle outside of the M8A1. And occasionally I'll just pick up a random one and be like, oh, I haven't tried this one in a while, and I'll do really well with it. I'm like, what? Why do I never use this gun? But, yeah. What I thought I'd talk about a bit is kind of why I haven't been uploading too much, and, at least the last few days. I uploaded yesterday and this morning. Got that 3v9 and the, 18-17-1, I think it was. But for 3-4 days I didn't upload anything simply because I was in the middle of my exams and essays, honestly, because I wrote 2 exams and then I had 2 essays that I've been working on and bitching and complaining on Twitter about, and those are all done. I just have 1 exam left on the 20th of December, and I'm getting like 99% of that course because I'm a tryhard, and at least in that course I am. I'm not really worried about that one, honestly, just because I've been working hard in that course all year, so I kind of know my shit. But outside of that, what I do where I live is right by my university, which is a few hours away from my parents' house. So when Christmas break comes around, I actually move back to my parents' house while I am on break and I don't have classes. So that's what I'm going to be doing this break again. I'm going to be heading back right today, honestly, and from here, when I do this commentary, I'm gonna pack my bags and head over to my parents, and that's where I'll be. I'll probably just head back with my car for the exam and then go back to my parents again. I don't know how that's gonna affect my how often I play search and how often I post. I'm sure it won't change at all, but I'm just thinking right now, because they're gonna be moving. They live in kind of a farm area and in a reasonably sized house, but my sister she's 2 years older than I am, and I'm 21, so she's actually moved on. She's an artist, and she's gone to Paris to do some artwork there, and I'm in university and don't live at home anymore, and I don't know, the house is a little big for them, so they've decided to sell it, and instead of buying a new house, because they weren't sure what they wanted to do, they're European originally, and we live in Canada, so they weren't sure if they wanted to stay in Canada or what they were going to do. They decided to just rent a house for a year and figure it out after that, because they didn't want to buy a house and then sell it again in a year. They're just renting a house for a year, and that's where we're going to be moving to. That's my Christmas break is going to be moving over to this house, and I'm not really sure how that's going to affect what I do with Xbox and things like that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. You guys don't have to worry about that. It's just it's gonna be a lot of shit to do this winter break, honestly. I'm looking forward to it, though, because I don't see my parents a lot. I see them maybe once every month or two, because I have so much work, and it's really expensive for me to head back. It's like $150 every time I want to go back and see them, because I have to pay to get my car across a ferry, which costs about $65 every time, and I have to buy gas, which is probably about $10 to $15 for the entire trip, because I like to speed my way through the ferries and on the other side. The entire trip, it's like probably 100 kilometers, but it takes 4 hours because of the boat, and you gotta get there early, and such a pain in the ass because you don't feel like you go anywhere. You just spend so much time covering this small distance. It's frustrating. What I'm looking forward to most, though, is actually seeing my sister, because she is obviously living in Paris, like I said, but she's coming back for the Christmas holidays, and I'm going to be able to see her. We don't get to see each other a lot. I went to Paris last summer and visited her and lived with her and her boyfriend for a week or so, and which was a lot of fun. I love Paris. Paris is my favorite place to be. I'm European as well, so I know my way around Europe, kind of. We're all from the Netherlands, which is like the small little windmill and tulip place up north. But yeah, I visited Paris. It's my favorite city in the world, honestly. It's just so much fun. I love it. Okay, this is really funny. She went there and she was doing some studio artwork, but she wasn't, you know what, you don't really get paid for that. It's more of a learning experience and things like that. I think she's all right now, but what she did is she got a job outside of that as well to kind of be able to pay rent and stuff, things like that. And
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
she ended up getting a job at a Canadian bar. She moved to Paris to do artwork. While she was doing artwork, she needed a job. And she ended up getting a job at a Canadian bar in Paris, moving away from Canada. So I thought that was really funny. But the coolest thing that they have there, that when I went there to visit them, I just got drunk at her bar whenever she was working, because I would like rock free drinks and shit, which was awesome. I think I rocked up like a €200 tab, which is like $350, because this bar was like on the main strip of Paris, and drinks were like $12 a piece. It was really funny because there was all these like really hip like people in their mid-25s wearing Dolce & Gabbana and shit like that, and I was just like sitting there in jeans sipping on like $12 drinks. But yeah, the coolest thing they had around the corner was a underground Nacho Libre fighting ring, and like a Mexican fighting ring. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. It was amazing, and they sold cheap drinks and shit. So after my sister's work, when we were all already like hammered except for her, we would head down there and just like cheer on these masked Mexican wrestlers. I don't know. Sometimes when you find things like that in the city, it's just, you have so much fun because it's something that you never actually expect. But yeah, that's enough about my trips to Paris, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been an 18-3. I do die right at the end thanks to that sucker with the Riot Shield Tomahawk combo. But I hope you guys enjoyed anyways, and I will see you guys later in the next video.